Sportivate and Satellite Clubs are both lottery-funded initiatives created by Sport England to help us encourage more young people to be regularly active and to change their behaviour, which can be a challenge. But Sport England has published some new youth insight which has helped us and our activity providers really understand young people as customers, and we've started to see the range of activities that are offered really change, as well as the way that they're promoted and publicised.
We applied for Sportivate funding because we had a number of students who were interested in taking part in sport and physical activity who were otherwise reasonably inactive, I'd say semi-sporty at a push, and a number of them identified activities such as volleyball that they'd be interested in taking part in.
Initially we've set up some sort of pilot sessions before and some programmes, and it's had good interest. So it's something that as a college and for the people that were sort of aware of it within the sports department, we wanted to try and push it further to sort of like the next step. So being able to sort of grow on the years before and getting students that initially in their first year now going into their second part of the course, so there's like more sustainable as well moving forward for them.
Satellite Clubs initiative aims to increase the number of 14 to 25-year-olds participating in regular sporting activities. Our approach is to work with a range of national governing bodies, local authority sports development officers, college sports makers and other local partners to deliver safe, quality, fun clubs.
Well, initially we started to see a few players who had come to the Satellite Club then come along to our main club training sessions and starting to tell other people about the Satellite Club. We were hearing from players at the Satellite Club that they were bringing along their friends and family and other players from the area. So it meant that we've seen an increase in the number of juniors participating in hockey, both at the Satellite Club and at the Hub Club as well.
Sportivate and Satellite Clubs offer participants a low-cost introduction to an activity. It's those first impressions and early experiences that are really important. When somebody leaves a session feeling good, whether it's about themselves, something they've achieved, what they've done, you know that they'll come back the next week and it'll become a commitment that they'll do regularly week after week.
I chose to get involved with the Satellite Club because at my original club, the New Forest, they told us about it and it sounded really interesting.
I thought it would just be something fun to do, and it was really challenging, and I found once I'd done the easy wall I wanted to move on to the harder ones. I feel like doing climbing has boosted my confidence to do other things like coast steering.
So the Sportivate climbing sessions that we've been running here at South Downs are all about getting our students out on the wall, being active in a different way and challenging themselves in new skills and environments and heights. So the Sportivate funding is that foot in the door, the first opportunities to engage in something that we might have seen on the telly or watched other people do and really want to have a go at, and progressing on for that. If we've enjoyed it after 6 or 7 or 8 weeks of that activity, being able to then have the Satellite Club options and being able to engage for the future, still being active, but also the social side of it that happens when you've got a club.
By using Sportivate funding, we've been able to create a pool of participants who are then interested in transitioning to more permanent and sustainable activity, which has meant that those taking part in Sportivate sessions have gone into a Satellite Club environment, which we've been well supported with by the County Sport Partnership, and it's meant that those participants have gone right the way through from beginner level to a club level.
The great thing about the Sportivate and Satellite Clubs initiatives is that they can dovetail into each other and complement each other. So Sportivate can start with a 6-week introductory course which can feed into a Satellite Club, or conversely a Satellite Club can use Sportivate to top up the number of young people participating and extend its reach to a wider audience.
Since Sportivate started in 2011, more than 22,000 young people across Hampshire and the Isle of Wight have taken part in a funded activity, which is fantastic. And our figures show that once they've started, a good percentage of those young people have carried on taking part.
So when you're climbing, for me, I'm not really thinking about the heights or anything. So I'm just more focused on getting up and using the right techniques. And it's only until you get to the top you've kind of realised what you've achieved.
I would definitely recommend other organisations applying for Sportivate and Satellite Club funding, as from a practitioner point of view it's very manageable with the support of the CSP.
Those people who are thinking about applying for Sportivate funding, do it. You've got nothing to lose, it's a fantastic opportunity. The support from the CSP has been fantastic, they're there all the time.
It's been a bigger success than we imagined it would be. Initially, we thought we'd probably be able to just run the Satellite Club for the 2 terms when we normally run hockey, but we've had so much interest in it that we'd actually like to continue it all year round.
But it's the long-term planning that really sits at the heart of all of our projects. The funding and advice that we provide is to make sure that activity providers offer the support to young people and make it easy for them to keep taking part, whether that's 3, 6 or 12 months later.